I didn't get a picture of it when we were in Kansas because I was so stressed out and alone. Um, my first mile and a half ever. It was very stressful. It was very fast racetrack. It was the craziest shit I've ever experienced. But that being said, I'll still have it on there for Nashville, so I'll take a picture of it then, or a video so everybody can see it. But thank you, Billy Hatcher. I love you. He says, I see a lot of salty Sony ponies who are mad we fought back with no spine at all, and I have a feeling that Sony might do whatever it takes, or what everyone else is doing, forcing us to have an account. Yeah, that was some bullshit. We'll talk about Helldivers a little bit. I never played it, but to watch that predicament was the craziest shit. Did you hear anything about that?
I'm not in the gaming scene too much, but I've seen a lot of people raging on YouTube, on Twitter. I mean, they are just pissed about what I guess they're doing behind the scenes, kind of tweaking some,
so
removing some access, it sounds like.
Basically, the game came out and it's on Steam, right?
Yep.
And it's been out for several months now. And retroactively, kind of like hidden in fine print, they release the news that in the next update, everyone, including people on PC and Steam, will have to have a PSN account to be able to play Helldivers. The issue is there's like 87 countries that PSN isn't available in, including the Philippines. So all these people who bought this game could no longer play it online.
They can't play it at all?
They can't play it at all. So because it's like DRM, right? And people were flipping the hell out, and rightly so. And of course, it was Sony. The developers were throwing Sony under the bus. They're like, it's Sony's fault. They're bitches. Yeah. And Sony announced yesterday, I believe it was, that they were no longer going to move forward with it. And so basically, the consumer won, which was cool. Yeah, and I didn't even get to talk about it at all because it was all done before I could even say anything. I was in Kansas, freaking in a race car, and as soon as I got home, I was like getting on my flight, and it's like Sony reverses, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't even get to talk about this once on stream.
Well, I'm sure all your haters and trolls get to talk about it though, right?
Real quick, this is my alt channel, and my main channel is in danger every day of getting banned as a result of talking with these amazing people very candidly. So please do me a favor and subscribe down below. Helps me out a lot. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Dude, they're gone. You know what? That's wild, actually. So when I first started this racing venture, like racing an actual, like professional, like NASCAR sanctioned shit in ARCA, dude, everybody was shitting on me. Well, and I shouldn't say everybody. It was like 1%. And there's all these haters that are shitting on me. And then we started being pretty successful, you know, and I still have a lot to learn, especially the last race was crazy. And we got in some trouble, but I'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, they've kind of disappeared.
Man, I got trolls all over the place. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, it used to be. I got swatted like 2 months ago.
I wasn't watching it, but I went back and watched it.
Yeah.
Where you were like on here, and then I heard you like look around, and you were like, "Hey, there's lights and there's sirens."
Yeah, there was. I was sitting here, and I heard a fire truck's like horn, like "Roar!" Like it's crazy sounding like a train horn. And I was like, "What the hell was that?" And I go and open my blinds for windows, and there's just there's an ambulance, a fire rescue, 4 fire engines, and like 8 cops. And they were just surrounding like a perimeter of my street.
The most hated guy on YouTube lives about 2 miles from me. Boogie, 2988.
Oh,
Boogie lives about 2 miles from me. So, and we all know how that all developed and panned out with Boogie and him with that visitor that came over, and he got his pew pew up in the air. Yeah, I see Boogie every now and then. Yeah, it's a sad situation.
He's got in Arkansas.
Yep. He's in Fayetteville.
Yeah, dude. I used to watch. So it was the weirdest thing. I would watch Boogie. Like I would actually, watch his videos or watch his streams back in the day. And he's like, oh, Boogie for the power of the internet, talking about, and he just like talk about really professionally, kind of like enunciating and talking about some news story. I met this some bitch in real life at a bar.
Oh God.
No shit. I was like in the bar, and somehow Boogie knew me. I think he knew me through Review Tech USA. And Boogie like once walks over to my table, and he's like, Camelot. And he like shakes my hand. I'm like, what's up, dude? This dude sits down, and he's supposed to be on a diet. It was like public. He was supposed to be on a diet. This motherfucker's smashing pizza and hot wings and French fries. There's a whole plate of French fries. He's just killing them. And he's just like, looks at my Jewish friend that's with me. Because I had this girl that was with me, and she's Jewish. And he was like, You know what? I probably shouldn't say a Jewish joke, but I'm going to say it anyway. And I'm like, oh my God, Boogie, and he's just going. He's just going, saying the most.
He's got some drama going on.
He's a crazy motherfucker in real life. And I was like, oh, well, that was the first time I met him, and I realized he was not that guy that's like talking about a news story.
Yeah.
When he used to do video game news back in the day. He is not that guy in real life. I was like, oh shit, he's a different.
I checked out this new channel that he's got with a couple other guys. It's called LO Cow or Lol Cow.
Lol Cow,
yep.
Lol Cow podcast. Yeah.
I could watch it for about 5 minutes. I'm not on enough Ritalin or Adderall to really be able to deal with that, you know.
Yeah.
Not my thing. My channel, I talk about current events, politics, that kind of stuff, sprinkle in some of the military stuff. And I never really knew how much hatred and vitriol there was until you start a YouTube channel. Like once you start a YouTube channel, the hate just, I mean, they come out of the woodwork, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Dude, they viciously hate you. And I'm not that passionate. There's people I may kind of dislike, maybe, that are content creators. Usually ends up being somebody personal in real life that I would never, I don't know. If I don't know.
I think I get along with all the other people that make YouTube or make content. I get along with them.
Yeah. The weird thing is, man, dude, there's forums. I didn't even know this shit. There's forums about me that are like hundreds of pages deep.
Oh, you got like, a Reddit page.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, dude, I got way worse than that shit. And there's people like, you should see the stuff people say. Like, I remember one time my friend was reading it because I told him that they existed, and he just Googled it and found that shit. And he's like, dude, these people are claiming that I was a trust fund baby and like my parents are millionaires. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was in a trailer until I was 21, and then I moved out when I got married. Like,
I grew up in Lower Alabama, man. Poor as hell. Poor as hell.
A trust fund baby? I was like, what the fuck? It's just, and there were some people that were saying I was from Mississippi, and there were some people saying I was from Canada. My accent's fake, and there was some, and it's like all this shit. It's like they never get anything right, even a little. It's the craziest shit. I'm like, dude, it's so easy. Like, just if you watch my streams, like you'll get 99% of it right. But then, like, dude, they wild as hell. My old roommate, her name was Tiny, and she was just my roommate years ago. And she was like 22, I think. I don't remember, dude. And I was like 28 or something, or 29. And people were like, yeah, that's actually his ex-wife, and she still lives with him. And I'm like, bro, I got married in like 2011. I got married in like 2011. She would have been 12.
People do create their own.
Crazy as fuck.
They try to create their own stories. I do live streams a couple times a week, and I'll get people come in. I'm like, they really have notifications set or something, because it's the same people that just come in, the same people that troll. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, I'm retired from the military. I still work full time. I love what I do for a job, and I do YouTube as just kind of, it started out as like a hobby. It's come into something bigger than that. Yeah. But I mean, I don't go bother these people at the drive-through whenever I'm getting fries. I don't know why they're like coming into my channel bothering me, but you know, normally like your ride or die people, your regular subscribers and members, they'll just ratio the hell out of them and they leave. Yeah, you know.
I have the same people that have been in my chat for years, like Steph, Billy Hatcher. All these people have been in my chat. It doesn't matter if I had 3,000 people watching or if I had like 300 people watching like now.
Yep.
Like, these are the same people. They've been supporting me for years. And that's why I'm ultimately here. Because when I started the NASCAR venture, I knew the channel was going to suffer. And I paid my editor more. I let him take complete control of everything here, upload shit, go ham. And I'm like, and I was, kind of debating. I think I was talking to one of my mods, and I was like, man, I really don't know what to do. Because
did they cut up your live streams and put them as videos?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I remember talking to one of my mods maybe 2 months ago, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm definitely going to lose YouTube. That's good. But I also have to do this thing, and I don't really know what to do. And they're like, bro, it doesn't matter what you do. If you left for years and came back, you're going to have the same people supporting you.
Yep.
That have always supported you. So fuck it. Just go do what you need to do. And I was like,
yep.
Well, goddamn, let's do it. So that's what I've been doing.